Watch this. Check this out.
Listen,
looking for who he fucking with. I don't give a fuck. Now be worried about this bitch.
No, you got to go through that phone. I need to tell y'all, ladies.
Don't go to nobody's phone. Y'all keep y'all hands out them folk phone.
It's important. You go through that nigga phone. Go through that nigga's phone. Go through that nigga's phone.
I am bold enough to admit that I've cheated before. I've had sex with someone while I was dating somebody else. I've cruised the apps when I was in a committed relationship, and I've developed emotional connections outside of my relationship. Today, I'm joined by two others who are bold enough to admit that they've stepped out in their past. This is Cheating Explained, and the show starts right now. What up, though? I am Jay the Gentleman. That's at JAI the Gentleman on IG and Facebook. Welcome to the Judgment Free Zone. This is a new episode of Dear Black Gay Men Live. A couple weeks ago, I surprised 10 of the girls with tickets to the opening night of the Beyonce Renaissance World Tour movie. Tonight is the night where we're checking in on them as we all get ready for the turn up. But first, my guests tonight are one who is currently in a committed relationship, but said previously that he is a serial cheater, and another who, along with myself, has cheated in their relationship. Please welcome Dee Smith of Boy Please Whatever podcast and the Atlanta-based tattoo artist, for now, Brando.
Hello.
Hey, y'all.
What up? I'm sorry.
Are you ready?
Hey, I got no choice, man.
Right, we live.
Brando, are you ready? This is going to be a painless conversation. I started by saying I'm guilty as well. So if we getting hung on the cross, all of us getting hung together.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be the thief on the left. One of y'all can be Jesus, though.
Always.
Okay, but if you are ready, Rakai, let's get into the episode. Brando, I'm gonna start with you. What's your crazy cheating story?
So my last relationship, I was within it for like 3 years. Before I even got into it, I was talking to two people, and I cut one of them off. And towards the end of the relationship, I started feeling differently about things, and it was just an itch that I had to scratch, and I did. And it was not giving what it was supposed to give for the first time. And I cut it off. And it was weird because I came to him about it. We were in an open relationship. I guess you could call it that. But
both of y'all agreed to open. Y'all agreed to it being open. I never
took the approach of like I was gonna develop feelings for anybody that I was like, if I just needed my cat scratch, I got my cat scratch. I never was seeking out, emotions from someone else. Like I just was like, I'm good with what I got. Y'all not replacing him. Y'all not doing what he do for me. Y'all just got a piece that I want right now, and that's it. And
okay.
I told him, and he took it well, but it didn't. Wait. You told
him what? You told him that you got fucked by somebody else?
Yeah.
And he took it well.
It was over. I told him, I had a little side piece, and it didn't work out. And I just want to let you know, I choose you, and we just gonna move forward.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let me get this straight. You stepped out on your man while y'all were together, mm-hmm. And then afterwards, you told him, "Oh, I fucked somebody else, but I'm not fucking him no more, so we can be together."
Yeah.
And what did he say?
And we would have got another year.
Were you happy?
I was pretending.
Pretending to be happy?
Because I wasn't really happy with my own life, where my life was going. And then as I started looking at everything, we just weren't going to work.
For other reasons, not because you cheated on him.
Yeah, no. Yeah, for other reasons. But
and also, he cheated on you?
Well, he was the one that developed feelings, but I'm happy for him. He's in a committed thing. He's great.
Wait, he developed feelings for someone else?
I mean, he was in a relationship 1 month after we broke up. So hey, whatever.
So I mean, it stands to reason that y'all were cheating on each other, right?
I wasn't cheating because I didn't get developed feelings.
So having sex outside of the relationship, that was part of your agreement. But having an emotional connection outside.
Getting emotionally tied and entangled? No, ma'am. That was not that. I did not sign up for that.
Okay. Could you be polyamorous?
I mean, I could, but our twosome has to be awesome before we start doing multiplication and adding and addition. You know, PEMDAS.
You couldn't enter into it being like,
No.
okay, we are emotionally non-monogamous.
Yes, I mean it depends. It's very situational. I know if we're twosome, if we start out a twosome, we need to make sure that our twosome is always strong. Before always, it has to be the two of us before, and as long as we're good, then we can start adding others. Because I'm really chill. Like, I'm a really non-problematic or difficult person. I'm bossy, but I just ask for
So wait a minute. You're non-problematic, but we have all said that we've cheated. So how are you a cheater and non-problematic?
How do you don't? I'm just a person who avoids conflict sometimes. I told you I'm
like okay, make that make sense. You avoid conflict potentially through dishonesty, but that doesn't make you problematic.
No, because it wasn't. I didn't take it. It wasn't at a place that I felt like I needed to bring it up, and there wasn't any feelings there. And once my feelings went away, I felt perfectly fine talking about it. Because I was very unsure of what it was. Because it was someone I liked before. I was going to choose him over the person I was in a relationship with. If that makes sense.
So you were emotionally monogamous. You didn't catch feelings for nobody else. Mm-hmm. What you did with your body was different than what you did with your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was never in my head. Yeah.
Okay. So Dee Smith, he appeared on an episode of Dear Black Gay Men Live where he said this. Check this out.
If you're participating in extracurricular activities outside of your home, the best thing to do, because I have been into relationships with, I was a serial cheater in my first one. So from that one, I will speak on, I would send old shit purposely. Like if an old dick pic happened to come out, we ain't lived there in 6 years. You know what I'm saying? It's an old house. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's old.
Plausible deniability.
Yeah, you got a bitch got tattoos now and shit. You can't be taking dick pictures.
Okay. So if you go, granted enough, one thing I want to make sure we are all clear on, I don't think any three of us are the cheating type anymore. I would hope not. But
of course not.
I'm on, but you on. You want to be a dog? I'm gonna be a whole bitch in you.
Now, I would say that. Now, if you wanna.
Okay. Before we take a trip down the problematic lane, because we'll get there later. But if you go through all of that rigmarole, the sending old pics and whatnot, D, then why not just be single?
Because I like having somebody at home with me. I think I like being with someone, and I'm husband material. So like I told you before on a phone call we had, niggas fall in love with me. Like we talk for a little minute and niggas fall in love with me because I am husband material. The thing is, if like when I
you weren't supposed to tell my secrets like that, D. How you just gonna put my business out like that?
What you talking about?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But no,
I'm not in love with you publicly.
No, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. We know what we got. But no, before I became a serial cheater, like I told you, like old boy wanted to play with me because I was a little younger than him. So I was like, okay, bitch, you want to play this game? I'm gonna teach you how to play this game, and I'll make sure you lose this game. So I made sure I fucked everybody I wanted to fuck. Now, did I tell him no? There was a time where he was in the shower, and I knew I was cold. His friend was in the living room waiting on him to come out the shower, and that man sucked my dick while my boyfriend was in the shower. It was kind of like payback.
Baby, what I tell you, y'all have
Well, I ain't never did
y'all
nothing
blew
like
me out the
that.
water. Let's just be clear. Y'all have blown me out the water. I have cheated now. I ain't never did that
I never
shit.
did know nothing like that.
But I'm gonna tell you this. So before, like I said, but like as far as sexual positions, I enjoy topping more than receiving, right? And I let
Okay.
him do it for the first time. When we got done, he was like, as soon as we got done, it was my first time ever taking dick. He said, I still love my ex-boyfriend. All right, bitch. Gotcha. So I fucked every single one of his friends. Like the guy that became his best friend, I grew up with. Why is my camera moving? It's doing something on. It's like a little tripod. It's a tripod, and then when I move my hands, it's moving with me.
Oh, because you fancy.
Very.
The nigga that's
You see,
his best
mine ain't
friend,
moved yet.
we were fucking the entire time. So he was introducing him as my childhood friend, but me and him was fucking. Then they became best friends.
It sounds like both of y'all are driven by getting back at somebody.
No.
Like
No.
Dee Smith, Dee just said if that you made a sacrifice.
Play with you. The fuck?
You made a sacrifice. He told you something that hurt your feelings, and you was like, okay, bet. Both of y'all got that I bet spirit.
You ain't shit, so I'm gonna show you I ain't shit either.
So no, it's more. I'm the prize. You should always. I know what I bring to it.
Okay.
And the other thing about the issue I had with the relationship, we weren't choosing the same caliber of, like, for it to be a group project. It was you
weren't choosing the same caliber. He was fucking basic niggas.
I didn't think they were
corny
cute.
niggas.
Corny.
Hold on, because that corny is triggering
to
me.
There's difference between corny.
This polo shirt is corny as hell.
I like it, friend.
So hold on, the comments. I got comments. Somebody said has the thinking emoji. Kevin Kev said that. Robert Clay has a thinking emoji. Robert Clay said the grass isn't always greener on the other side.
That's true. That's very true.
Kevin Kev said petty to the 100th power. I think that's for you, D.
I think I know Kevin Kev. Hey, Kevin.
But I also say this: if you're gonna do it, burn the bridge, burn it down, go out guns blazing. It's no point. But also, that's how I feel about it, because I've learned. My father, he's a skilled one. I'm Caribbean, so we have children on different islands, for Christ's sakes. So
But my question for both of you, and maybe you might think about it differently now at your big age, whatever that may be. But back then, if somebody went low and you took it to the flow,
right?
Why not just break up with them? Isn't that the ultimate revenge?
No, for me, it was beneficial to stay with him. He was paying my bills. Before the relationship I'm in now, I never paid a phone bill. Like I was living with him. I paid no rent. Now I furnished. What the fuck is going on? I furnished his home, but I didn't pay a bill. I didn't pay a phone bill. Like I went out of town. I didn't pay for a flight. I didn't put gas in the car. I was living La Vida Loca. And
I didn't pay for a dime. Baby, his friends thought I didn't have a bank account.
And the gag is, I broke up with him.
A friend of mine.
It wasn't back because I was cheating.
The funny thing, a friend of mine says, ain't no sense in having a wet pussy and a dry purse.
Hey, I like your friend.
Hello. I got really nice gifts. I'm very thankful for the gifts. I'm really thankful for them. I'll say this. The reason I even broke up with him, because when I started gaining my own sense of independence, because I kind of felt myself being lost in my relationship, because I felt like I was somebody's boyfriend. I wasn't Brandon anymore. And that bothered me. And it bothered me a lot, because and then to hear the streets talk and ask questions about what the fuck I was doing, I just was like, nah, I gotta go.
Did cheating help you? Did cheating help you find a sense of independence, or what did infidelity do for your sense of independence?
It gave me some clarity that I wasn't really interested in what was going on.
What do you mean?
I'll say this. I loved him, but I didn't love him enough.
Okay. Okay.
I love what he did for me and not actually like. I wish he stayed as which we never like hindsight 2020. I wish we never got into a relationship and just simply stayed friends.
Did you? So stepping out gave you some clarity about your relationship.
Yes.
What about you, Dee? Did you get any big aha moments while you were doing what you had to do?
I was in the moment having fun.
The
only thing that stopped me really was when he tried to, I felt like he was trying to change who I was. That's what made me walk away. He never, I want to say he found out I was like in the act cheating. He went through my phone a couple of times and he would see messages. But I'm gonna tell you this nigga was so in love with me, he would invite the guy over and watch me fuck him just so I wouldn't leave.
Y'all were cooking.
What do you be doing to these niggas? What do you be doing, friend?
I don't know. Cook, clean, watch everything. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just told like people fall in love with me. You know, I'm really a great catch. You know.
Sorry, I got the 3 G's. I got
despite this show, I'm really a great catch. I get that.
I'm a great catch. Yeah. You know? But yeah, he didn't leave because of that. Right. I'm funny. I'm smart.
You can take me out to different places. I can go to a high collar, a white collar event. Or I can take me out to the hood barbecue. I'm every woman.
Right. Mm-hmm. And people like me, and like his family was crazy about me and whatever. They still are. But he didn't. If I see him in public, it's like, what's up, y'all doing?
We don't even do that.
This is so interesting. This, like, I will tell you, my cheating story isn't nearly as salacious as y'all's. Mine was really just, I don't bottom that often. I ended up dating a top and it got boring. And so, bloop, slipping fell in some pussy one day, and it was just, oh. This is how that works. Mine was just opportunity. I thought I was gonna take the cake. Y'all have blown me out the water, and you know what that is? Good casting.
Shout out to Rakai.
Good job, Rakai. Good job, Rakai.
Yeah, he comes out on top. PR top tier.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Let us be ruined. We are
not
okay. I think that's a good place to go to a break. Okay, the comments are going crazy. We'll talk about that when we get back. Okay, teammates, next week Henderson Maddox is joining me, and he's going to talk about hiring the girls and why it's so hard to work with them. This is set a reminder for 8 p.m. Thursday for a new episode of Dear Black Gay Men Live. We will be right back. I think I lead a pretty normal life. I'm a podcaster and a content creator. I'm pursuing my passions. So many of us, Black gay people, either live with a reality or a fear of HIV. Any movement toward a future where HIV is less of a part of who we are, I don't know that I can think of anything more impactful to our culture. Hit the notification bell because we're going live.
Like that's the least of my worries. The size.
Oh, I think relationships are becoming more complex.
Tuesday and Thursday every week. Welcome to Dear Black Gay Men Live at 9 p.m. Eastern. What up? Welcome back to Dear Black Gay Men Live. If you're enjoying this content, subscribe to Dear Black Gay Men on YouTube. Oh no. Subscribe to Dear Black Gay Men on YouTube. I got buttons down here, and the buttons got to be in the right order in order for me to make it work. But yeah, subscribe on YouTube. We just hit 7,000 subscribers today, so I'm very, very excited about that. Thank everyone for your support. This has been great. Dee Smith and Brando are applauding. Also, remember, the podcast is still our short, bullshit-free step out of our comfort zone, and it's new every Wednesday. Stream on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. The link to the Dear Black Gay Men podcast is in the description. Now, let's get back into the show. Dee.
Mhm.
Brando. So y'all are going to join me. We are going to play a game. It is our spin, the Dear Black Gay Men spin on Never Have I Ever. It's a new game that we're calling Caught
Right.
Red Flagged. Okay, so this is how the game goes. You're not going to put up your hands and do the fingers thing. Where I'm going to read a topic that has come up in my cheating life. And if you've done it, Dee and Brando, you're going to say, you're going to be caught red flag. I'm using the air quotes to run it. Caught red flagged. The person with the most red flags at the end is certified toxic. Y'all,
What?
y'all ready?
I don't know.
All right, for everybody watching in the comments, if you think that something that comes up is toxic, you can let me know by putting the red flag emoji in the comments, or you can just say red flag. If it's not toxic, you can just type nah, and we'll see how everybody weighs in on the
I know
the topics.
The comment section is not on my side.
The comment section is actually very neutral this time. Usually the comment section is one side or another. It's very neutral. It's more against me than it is against y'all. Okay, but the first one is you are in a relationship using the dating apps. Have you done that before? Using the dating apps while you're in a relationship?
Mm-hmm. I use it for business.
Business, that's good with me.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It's networking. What do you mean? You know what I do.
Wait a minute. You using the gay dating apps for business?
Yes.
I used to say I go out of town and download Jack and say I'm just trying to meet people so I can go know where all the gay spots are.
That's on my app all the time. I that's how I post my work. I do flyers. I do ads. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. And you call it for business? Do people believe that?
It is business.
Like the person you with, do they believe that shit?
That's how they met me. They use Twitter.
Okay, Trav said red flag. Will says red flag. Kev says red flag depends on the type of relationship. Okay. It sounds like both of y'all have done that one. Red flag for both of you. I can't tell you how much I love that. Okay, the next one is getting somebody's phone number while you're in a relationship. Have you done that before?
Yes, business.
I don't mean with a business intention. You at the club, you out, somebody flirting with you, and you get their number. Have you done that before?
Yes.
Several times.
Really?
Never. I don't have to call them. They probably not even get
You don't feel like that's off limits, Brando?
Here's the thing. If I get a number, I'm gonna play it to the left. I'm gonna be cordial. It's all about what you do. If you giving it too much, that's when you have a problem.
What do you mean if you giving it too much?
If you getting too hype off of getting a number, that's when we have a problem.
Okay, Will asked a question. He said, do you use it afterwards?
It depends. Sometimes I'm just being nice, and sometimes it just depends. But to be safe, I'll probably ask for your IG or like your social media handle versus your phone number. Is that today's D, or is that D that was like? I'm talking about like when we were using Kick.
Ooh,
that's how you don't be asking me.
You showing your age. You showing your age, man. You showing your age.
Kick. Child, back when I tell you took me way back. That's what I used to use when I had an Android phone.
Yeah, I had an Evo.
That's the DL Central.
That HTC Evo. You remember? Mm-hmm. I remember when Sprint got they first Android phone. I thought I was a shit because I upgraded from a BlackBerry to an Android phone using Kick Messenger.
Bring back the BlackBerry. I'm sorry.
BlackBerry was amazing. That was a good phone.
BBM was T.
That was a good phone.
BBM was T. Now I will tell you, I would feel some kind of way if I got somebody's BBM versus if I got their number. Like if I got your BBM and I get a red receipt when I text you.
The BBM was sacred because it was exclusive. Now, if I gave somebody my BBM, that's how you know I was cheating, because nobody else would know.
Because it was double encrypted. That was the iMessage before iMessage.
iMessage not even encrypted, because them screenshots do a lot.
Okay.
Lot.
Well, it sounds like both of y'all did that one. Point for both of you.
It's gonna be a common thing. I see.
Okay, what about heavy flirting in the DMs?
I've done it all.
What do you then, D? I'll start with you. What do you define as heavy flirting?
Heavy flirting to me is like, you look good too. Sending nudes, like the whole everything leading up to like everything outside of fucking. Like we've done everything except
except meet up and do the
we've done it all. So yeah, I've done
cute stuff on the timeline, cute stuff. Yeah, no, I flirt for fun. Don't take me seriously. I flirt it's just to keep me in practice, so I don't lose the skill. It's not. Don't take it serious.
I flirted with motherfuckers just to see them naked. I had no intention on fucking you. I just want to see what you look like naked. I just want to see what it's here for. I just see if it's worth here for. Well, okay.
This is mind blowing to me.
Yeah,
I realize that I am like very vanilla. No judgment, but I am very vanilla. Now, I will say the reason why I haven't done this is because I don't know how to flirt. Like me flirting is saying I'm flirting with you.
You're like, okay, I feel it.
I am a horrible flirt. Now, D, you might not know this, but Brando and I have dated before, and I didn't flirt with him either. So
really?
Yeah, no, I knew what I wanted. I'm gonna say that.
So like heavy flirting in the DMs goes right over my head. People be trying to, unless you say, "Let me see your dick" or something. I'm like, they were nice.
No, you just gotta kind of feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta feel. I feel sexy when I'm flirting, and like
it's a confidence booster.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like say some shit that you would like to hear, say to yourself. And,
okay, before we go to the next one, this comment is in here. Lashes, Dance, and Vogue Film says, "OMG." So my question is, what exactly is your definition of dating or being in a relationship?
Whatever contract we signed up under. It doesn't.
When you start spending money on a motherfucker. When you start putting financial investment into someone, and I start taking money out of my food and money out of my pocket, off of my plate to contribute to you, that is when we are. I care a lot more about you.
I could just take that as if like I'm just fucking with you. Like I fuck.
I don't spend money on people I fuck with. You guys.
It's just like if I fuck with you. It's just when I was in a relationship. So I had to I'm just fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Like he need money here and there. I'm fucking with him. But like now, a relationship to me is whatever you guys define, like whatever y'all terms and conditions are for what works for you.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with that. I
cheating is so popular and people do it a lot. So it can't be like this anomaly, bitch. Everybody cheats. I'm not gonna say everybody, but 95% of people I know cheat.
They've done something in correlation to cheating. Yeah. I personally feel like, because I'm not a marriage believer, I personally feel like I don't feel it's necessary for me to tell the government that I'm splitting all my financial assets and combining all financial assets.
There you go.
With somebody. I don't think that's necessary. Because marriage is a legally binding contract. If I decide to leave you, you can come after me and say, well, you built this certain amount of thing. I'm owed something. Huh?
And I tell people all the time now, with my dude, we've been together 9 years. I can put him on whatever the fuck I want to put him on. I don't have to go down and stand in front of a judge and pay for a license and spend $13,000 for a bunch of greedy motherfuckers to be nosy and eat up food. If I want to put him on my life insurance, whatever the case is, I could do that.
I want to be
married. So hold on. Before we go down this marriage rabbit hole, I want to be clear. So what y'all are saying is, it sounds like both of you are in agreement that dating can be anything, but it depends on what the two or more people involved agree to.
Mm-hmm. Right. You have open relationships, polyamorous relationships, whatever. Like, I tell, like he said earlier, I told my boyfriend this before. You can do what you want to do. And I said it on my show Monday. You can do what the fuck you want to do. I'm not going to compete with your heart. If I feel like I'm number 2 ever, then I'm out of there. But like, there's something we have to talk about. I have the tendency to cheat. Or I might go out of town and visit a bathhouse and get my dick sucked. This does not mean I don't love you. You're just not there right now and I need my dick sucked.
Now, I will say that is what I'm most interested in before we get back to the game. Is it seems like we put so much weight on what a person does with their body as opposed to what they do with everything else. Like, I feel cheated on because he fucked somebody else, but all the problems we had leading up to him fucking somebody else, we ain't gonna talk about that. Right. We just gonna deal with the fact that he sucked his dick in somebody else's booty hole, and that's where
cheated on when you don't have his rent. That's what.
Or when I have to find out something you couldn't just tell me. I knew something was. I remember like the day it happened. I remember it was back when the Fleets was up on Twitter, and I saw a fleet that said, "The ass is not mine, and it don't look as good as mine." Ew.
Okay.
And so that's when I started having problems.
Okay.
Like, you just gonna allow me, like you just gonna anybody.
Okay. Let's get back to the game. Okay. What about, have you lied about your whereabouts?
I don't take turn my location on.
You dating someone, whatever you decide that is, and they ask where you at, and you told them somewhere else. D, you say you've done that.
Yeah, I think that's so far.
I'm in the house.
But yeah, I want to say I'm sure I have. I'm not gonna say I know a particular time and place that I did, but knowing me, I'm sure I have.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Brando? You're dating. Y'all have agreed that you are dating. Y'all are a thing. They asked where you at, and you told them somewhere that you're not.
I'm home.
Well, I have went to work as like a part of my normal schedule. Left for work, I'll say, and didn't go. But we didn't necessarily talk about where the fuck I was at. They just assumed I was at work.
Sometimes I'm home, sometimes I'm out.
Yeah.
Short and sweet, simple. Less words, less problems.
This is so interesting to me. I am really, really thoroughly intrigued by this. They both did that one, Rakai. Go ahead. I just love that little thing. Okay. What about gaslighting somebody?
No. I don't do that.
I have too. What's your gaslighting story, D?
I got so I was just telling my friend this before when I was getting dressed. So there was an app back in the day when I had an Evo. It was called the SMS Tracker. So my ex-boyfriend went out of town. His friend told him, the one I was also fucking, told him that there was an app that he could download that would get access to my text messages. So while he was away, I'm having a ball. The entire time he's seeing every fucking text message that I received that I seen. So when he got back, I kind of just played the whole thing of like, you had no business going through my phone, and we have trust, we have nothing, and you haven't been really fucking me like you should. So that's why I stepped out.
Ooh, that's a nasty campaign.
Mine was deeper than that though. Like this is when A for A was a thing. Like because there was a time where it was like BGC or A for A, and that's all you had. BGC, and so I used to work in HIV prevention, and so my job really did put like ads on A for A and whatnot to tell people to get tested, right?
Public households.
And so I'm at home on A for A, and my significant other catches me, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm just working. How? Why would I cheat? That don't even make no sense. Like, I'm here trying to save the nigga's life." He saw through that shit, but he felt bad for asking, but he saw through it. But so D did it. Brando has not. Rakai, D got a point.
At this point, Brando trying to win. And
I'm gonna get the next one. I know I am. Like I just don't gaslight people. I just feel like gaslighting or like coming at you crazy for something that I know I'm doing too, that's just crazy. I feel like I would look stupid because if you come at me, and that's why I didn't even air out my nigga when we first broke up. Cause I was like, nigga, if you ever talk shit about me on a timeline, I would look stupid. Cause if I air you out and you start airing me out, nah, I'm good on that.
The funny thing is, I'm listening to y'all, but I see the comments and I'm like, who is Boy Please Whatever Pac? And then I put it all together. I'm like, how you on the show and in the comments?
Multitasking.
Baby, you better than me.
That's the sign of a cheater right there. He can do two things.
You ain't gonna find Dear Black Gay Men scrolling these comments. But Rakai, I hope we're ready for the next segment because we almost done. This last one says an entanglement.
Oh, yeah.
You are in a relationship. You're in a dating situation and you've had a full entanglement with somebody, whatever you define that as. Have you done it before?
Okay, can I go first? Because this is funny. It's funny to me now. I made a whole playlist for a dude because we had to sing similar music tapes and sent the playlist to my nigga and said, "Oh, I made this for you."
Okay.
You're terrible.
I mean, again, y'all blow me out the water. No judgment, but y'all blow me out the water.
I don't think I've ever been into an entanglement though. I'm very, very outside of my dude at the time. I was very, very open and honest with other guys. Like they knew I'm not leaving. You just sucking my dick, or vice versa, whatever the case is. I'm not. The minute I realize you're falling in love or you're a damn fool, you're out of here. So
I never told my entanglement that I had a nigga.
Why not?
You are a menace.
I'm gonna win this game. I'm sorry. I'm terrible.
But why would you not tell your side nigga that you got a main piece?
No, because why you never tell the left hand what the right hand does.
Why?
Because that's how they get tangled. When you comb your hair, you comb it to straighten it out. So you don't. Why you gonna add? No. There was nothing. There was information that he didn't need to know, and there was information that he didn't need to know. I told you I learned from the best. My sister's 2 weeks apart. We're born 2 weeks apart.
I ain't gonna touch that one. The reason why I'm so baffled by it, like the times that I have cheated, I've definitely said, don't catch feelings. This is just what it is because I'm going home.
I'm definitely going home. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. I'm definitely going home.
See, no, I'm toxic. I like to make you feel like wife and then not call you back. I will give you everything in the world. You'll get the whole experience. And then I might not call you back.
It's like a catch-22 moment for you, Joe, since y'all dated. Like you kind of...
No.
No.
I appreciate the inference, but no. I've never cheated on Brando. He ain't never cheated on me. We ain't gonna talk about that. Okay.
Yeah, we're not here for that.
Okay, Rakai, who won? We'll see. Who won?
I'm not winning.
She typing. Let's see. It says it's tied. Y'all are both toxic.
Hey,
Y'all both toxic. Okay, I think that's a perfect place to take a break. Let's take a break. We'll be right. I think I'm supposed to say something. Yeah, I'm supposed to say something. This is great. But shit, there's more comments coming when we come back. But coming up next, we'll be talking about the expectations and the commitments that play into cheating. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. This is Cheating Explained. We will be right back.
What up, though? The conversations stay lit on Dear Black Gay Men podcast. Hookup, entanglement, situation, relationship, everything from dushing to dating.
A top verb, but I am not a top noun. I am
a guru at first dates. It's new every Wednesday. Subscribe now.
So I'm reading comments. This is probably the most eye-opening conversation I have ever had on Dear Black Gay Men. And I appreciate y'all for that. We ain't done, but I appreciate y'all for that. The easiest way to support Dear Black Gay Men is to subscribe on YouTube. Turn on the notifications so you never miss a post or a live show. If you really love us, you can send thanks of any monetary value. Your support allows us to keep this kind of content coming every single week. On YouTube, under this live or any of our content, you can click send thanks and select a monetary value and click buy and send. Your one-time gift goes straight to the channel and it helps us keep the conversation going. You can join the channel. The link is in the description. As a monthly subscriber, you can join the after party where we go deeper on topics with our guests. You can get exclusive content and early access to merch and events and so much more. Now, let's get back into the show. We surprised some of our fans with tickets to see Beyonce. I've got my Renaissance outfit on under this. It is definitely not television appropriate, but our honorees are watching the show right now. Are y'all there? Where y'all at?
Hey.
Hey, look at that. They ready? I see a little skin. I see a whole lot of wine. Y'all ready to go to the movie? Look at me back there on the TV. I ain't never seen me on TV while I'm on TV. I'm so excited. Oh, God. Aaron, are y'all having fun?
Yes, we are.
Hey, y'all over there being toxic too? Are y'all toxic too? Or is it just us on the show?
No.
Somebody toxic. I see somebody toxic. Okay, well, I will see y'all shortly. After this show, I'm going to be going straight to the movie theater and I will meet y'all there. I want to appreciate each of you for joining us, and I want to thank Positive Plus One for making all of this possible. Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay. Dee Smith, Brando, y'all still there?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Welcome back. We're still here with Dee Smith and Brando talking about how cheaters work. So I hear both of y'all saying that cheating happened because of a number of things. It could have been, Brando said he had an itch that he wanted scratched. Dee Smith said, I call it revenge cheating, but when they go low, we go to the ground. We go to hell. Sound like. So what then, fast forward now, what does commitment look like for the person that you are today? I know, Dee, you're in a relationship. So Brando, I'm gonna start with you. What does commitment look like to you now?
Honesty and transparency. If you can tell me everything that you're doing, I will return the favor. Reciprocation, honesty, and transparency. If you can give me all three of those things, then we gonna be cool.
Okay, that's commendable.
I can know what I gotta be on. Because one thing about I've learned about after a relationship or kind of dealing with a break, your happiness is always dependent on you, and it can't be dependent on anybody else. And when you're in a relationship, that is a part of the contract is that they are a part of the happiness and they have to be involved. And if you don't talk to them about their involvement or integrating how a corporate merger is integrating their work processes, if you're not integrating that properly, shit is gonna fall apart.
Okay. What Twitter. About you, Dee?
I would have to.
What does commitment look like to you now?
I would have to say, three qualities: communication, transparency, and selflessness. A lot of my cheating in the past was because of me just being concerned about me, and I'm a Cancer, so I'm a bit of an empath. I'm a bit of an empath, and I always, and this is going to sound like
That's why they want to marry you.
Oh, it all makes sense.
That's the reason why all these people want to cuff you. Got it.
Yeah.
All of this
but
makes sense.
Although this may sound like I'm a hypocrite, but I do care in a huge way about their feelings. So therefore, it was why I hid stuff, and I didn't want to be so transparent while I'm hurting your feelings. Like, hey, I'm having problems X, Y, Z in these areas. So I'm like, I'm just gonna have my fix outside of the house and come home and everything's picture perfect. Now I'm like, hey, I don't like this. This is not working. I'm not satisfied here. I'm not being fulfilled here. And the older I'm getting, the more I'm starting to realize, like, stop giving a fuck about everybody's feelings before putting everybody's feelings before yours. So the more I found out about myself and what I need and what I require, I can be a better boyfriend to who I'm with now.
I wish I was so selfless. I'm very care about my optics. I just want to make sure I look good at the end of the day. So whatever makes my image look the best, I'm going to make sure that I can maintain a proper public image. And I'm going to do so. I'm going to do everything in my power to do that.
But I don't want to go out. I love my dude enough to not embarrass him. And not saying I'm perfect. But I don't want to ever have him in a situation where he's embarrassed because of my actions.
I'm never embarrassed. So I got it. My hoes stay in shape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until
Hold on.
Different. And then we're like, oh, bitch.
Different question. So both of you said that there's something about the vibe. Brando, you said you give me a vibe, I can reciprocate that. The follow-up to that, Brando, is why can't you just set the vibe? Are you saying they have to be honest and compassionate and have integrity first in order for you to give them that?
Yes. I like, it's almost like poker. Why am I gonna show my hand and put all my emotions and feelings on the table when, like, why am I gonna put that emotional currency and kind of open myself up to have my feelings hurt? And you haven't done anything to earn that, to get that, option to hurt me. No.
Do you have trust issues?
I don't trust nobody. I don't put nothing past nobody.
Oh, okay.
I don't put nothing past nobody. But I'm not gonna let that hold you back. That's why, like, I'm honest about. I'm very forthcoming. Like, I'm very clear. Like, I'm openly will tell you everything. But if you're not doing that same to me first, then there's no need for me to reveal things to you.
But this is what it sounds like you're saying, though. It sounds like you're saying that you are willing to tell someone everything as long as it doesn't cost anything to you.
It's very transactional.
That means you just telling them bullshit then.
No.
Because if you're not exposing your vulnerable parts to someone you're dating or in relationship with,
you have to pay.
Then what's the point in anything you're saying?
I feel like for me, it's something that you have to earn. Catching me in my purest form, and that's usually like off camera or whatever, off Twitter or social media when I'm alone in my room. That's a very sacred place. That's a very sacred person because I protect that person. If I allow you to be in that, I really like you and I really care about you because you get to see me in my full capacity. That's not trying to be something and not trying to keep up and maintain a great public image.
But the reason why I find that curious, though, is I absolutely appreciate that trust is earned, right? But the statement you made right before that is saying that you have to give me trust before I am willing to give that to you. So that sounds like you earn my trust, but I'm not going to earn yours.
It's guaranteed. No, I will say that. Okay, so let me put it this way. It's guaranteed. You off top first, you get your first try. It's like a child running with Netflix. You're gonna get the full package of the subscription, but eventually you have to pay for the subscription. And so if your payment's not enough, then you just you get ads and not ad free.
So if I can interject, so like for me now, why I always say contract and terms and conditions, I feel like we don't choose to be upfront in our big ages when we're meeting someone. I have got to place, I don't give a shit how you take me if I'm being true to myself. So if I'm just meeting you, I'm gonna say, hey, I may go out of town and fuck around. How do you feel about polygamy? How do you feel about open relationships? How do you feel about all this? Because what we don't know, we're always hiding. We may find somebody who may not yuck our yum and feel the exact same way we do. And we're both hiding from each other and we both want to fuck around. And it can be one big party.
That's the lesson I learned after all of it.
I love that you said he may not yuck my yum. That is language. You speaking my language now. I got a whole lot of yums that people yuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So now both of you, looking back on your experience having cheated previously, not to say that anybody is still a cheater, because that is between you and the person you're dating. But what are some of the red flags that people can look for if they suspect that somebody's cheating on them? I'll start with you, D.
Stay away from Sagittarius. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But no, he's right though. He's right though. He's right though. He's right though.
No, I would just say pay attention to your environment. Don't be so stuck on lover's lane. Pay attention to how motherfuckers move. If you're coming home every day for like a month straight, we're communicating, you hop in the car, hey babe, I'm headed to Publix, I'm headed to Kroger, and then Wednesday all of a sudden I don't hear from you and your mood changes. I'm hanging with my friends, I can't talk right now. Stuff like that. Every time I was cheated on, I knew I was cheated on. I never went through a phone not knowing I'm gonna find something. Like I knew, because their energy changed, their behavior changed. You just pay attention.
Do you need to go to the phone then?
I stopped doing it. I almost went to fucking cardiac arrest last time I went to a phone. So now I don't pick up the phone, which is why I'm happy. It's been 9 years. I'm great.
Okay. What about you, Brando? What's a red flag to spot a cheater?
So I'm gonna keep it like my, as the good Jamaican girls taught me. If you want peace, be a terrorist. If you be vigilant, be on top of everything. Because a lot of times, if he doesn't, when you're not a terrorist, if you're not terrorizing him, and you need to be on my time and on your job, baby. The minute you slack, you're gonna know. I remember the quarter to the end of my situation. We were on a break. We weren't talking. We would talk every day, every single day. I had the post notifications turned on, everything. So I see everything. I got birds and spiders everywhere, like I'm in Game of Thrones. I am a Targaryen. I am a Targaryen. Do not play with me. I know everything. Nothing don't get by me, and shit you do that people not gonna tell me. So
okay.
I'm just, if you smell fish, it probably is. Trust your intuition, because you know it. You know when they're not doing what they're supposed to do. You know when that's you know it. You just know. Like, that's just, like, there's no real red flag. If he's not coming to you how he came in your house, and he's not leaving out the house the same way, that's it.
Yep.
Somebody else got his time.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now I will say just a couple things, because again, my show, I get to have the last word.
Yes, of course.
But I one thing I absolutely agree is your intuition will tell you. The second that you feel that change in the routine, or the second that you suspect something, the second that you get that, that don't make no sense.
That's a new nigga.
That is the red flag. To me, like, that is the reason why I don't go through phones. That is the reason why I don't have to go low or anything. I can be myself all day, every day. If I'm lovable and kind and compassionate, I can be myself all day, every day. I don't have to change who I am for anybody, because the second that I get a vibe that says that you are getting whatever I provide from somebody else, then I'm good.
But like a good lawyer, if you're gonna confront him, have all your receipts. Because don't go.
We don't do readable positions. I don't do readable positions. You ain't gonna catch me slipping. That is one thing I know about a Virgo. Which brings me to some of these comments. Travi says, get you a Virgo. We are perfect. Yes, we are.
Relax.
Yes, we are. Trav says, Team Virgo. McQuan, my best friend, who is also Virgo, says, I don't know about perfect, but we are pretty damn close. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree.
I mean, I'm
Get
a
you a
Lion
Virgo.
Libra, so I just proved that today. So.
Get you a Virgo. Okay. All right. I think that is a perfect place to take a break. We
Over 500 attendees took over P-Town for Men of Color Weekend at our 4th Frolic Weekend this year. To celebrate Year 5, we're going on tour, throwing free social mixers in New York, DC, Atlanta, and LA to party with returning frolickers and spread the word to make 2024 even bigger. You can visit wearefrolic.com/frolic weekend to book your ticket for 2024 and RSVP for our upcoming social mixers.
I want to thank my guests, Dee Smith and Brando. You can connect with both of them on IG or TikTok for Dee Smith. Dee Smith's podcast, Boy Please Whatever, is new every week. He just launched a new season. I'm very excited about it. I listened to it earlier this week. And you can book Brando for your next tattoo session if you are in the Atlanta area or you plan on flying him out because his passport works. Links to both their socials are in the description. There is one rule about cheating that I don't think people realize. Don't give anybody else anything that you promised to your person. The girls get caught up in sex and love, as we discussed tonight, but the truth is that you can cheat with anything. Every time you give back your word, for instance, that you'll be on time, even though you know you're going to be late, or when you commit to a date night, but you end up working over. We do it with our time and our money. We do it with our bodies. We create opportunities to either live up to our word or fall short of it every single day. But what does this mean for our dating lives? Yes, cheating is forsaking a clear promise that you've made to your person. But it's not just the big ones. Every time you make an agreement, stick to it. Let your integrity shine through on big commitments like sex and love and money, and on the little ones. That's the one rule about cheating that people don't realize. So, dear Black gay men, be men of your word. That was our show. I am Jay the Gentleman. That's at JAI the Gentleman on IG and Facebook. If this episode made you feel a little more dope, be sure to subscribe on YouTube, like the video, and share it with someone who needs a dopeness reminder. Dear Black Gay Men Podcast is new every Wednesday. You can stream it on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And Dear Black Gay Men Live is new on YouTube every Thursday. So follow at Dear Black Gay Men on socials so you never miss a thing. I am Jay the Gentleman. This has been Dear Black Gay Men Live, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.